Well, here we are, it's later, and I want to just look at the punches which appear to be round punches, don't appear to be straight punches. They are, of course, Wing Chun punches, so they are, of course, straight. One thing we mentioned in the earlier video is that I want to make contact with these three knuckles. This is really an inherent part of what we do in our punching. So if somebody's really close in my face and I want to whack them in the jaw, how do I get there? If I just try to punch them from here, I'll get them with my knuckles. I won't be able to make contact with the right three knuckles. So the easiest thing to do is just place your knuckles into your target zone and have a look at what you've got. And we can see from here that I've got basically a bong sao. Everything else is correct. I'm making contact with my three knuckles, able to transfer my energy down through my forearm. The wrist is still straight. For all intents and purposes, it is this punch, it's just going here. It appears to be a round punch, but the movements of my arm, of my fist, is going directly in a straight line from where it is to where it finishes. This is also the same if I'm using a guard style motion. Again, if someone's in front of me, cramp my space, I want to punch them in the chin, boom. Just like a guard style, from the Selam form, just coming up. And again, I'm making contact with the same three knuckles, making contact with a nice straight line through the forearm, through the wrist. So it's still sticking to the general theory of the sun punch. This is obviously, any movements in the Selam can be used for attack and defense, so I can put a fist on any movement and it would still be applying to all of the theory that we get here, even though it appears round. This is not a cross, this is not an uppercut, this is like a bong sao, which is a straight punch, this is like a guard sao, which is a straight punch. And we'll explore some palm strikes in the next video. When we look at palm striking in Wing Chun, for all intents and purposes, it's still the punch. Instead of making a fist on the end of our forearm, we're simply moving the hand out of the way and making contact with the ball of the palm. If we look at it this way, or this way, you can see that still energy transfer is up my forearm. I'm going to make contact with this part of my palm. It's a bit misleading to say a palm strike because I'm really hitting you with just the heel of my palm so I can transfer the energy straight through my forearm. In this Selam form, there are 5 distinct shapes that we use for palm strikes, and these traditionally are called the plum flower palms. We have this move from the Selam at the beginning here in the A part. Then in the C part we have the high outside, and we have the Hun sao to low outside. And so if you looked at them as a shape, they would be like the plum flower. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plum flower palms. And this is quite a good little pattern to practice on your bag to just get fluidity with your palm strikes. But for all intents and purposes, it's still the same action as my punch. Needs to travel in a straight line, no wobbly movements, and of course, it needs a good stance.